Alright guys, so today I am going to try and do a tabletop review of this Oakley Kitchen Sink backpack. I've been looking at this thing on Amazon for a while now, and man, it's been catching my eye, and I just had to have it, but at a price of, I think it was like $185. I was shying away from it a little bit just because of the price of it. It was one of those things I didn't absolutely need to have, but finally broke down, bought it, and now that I have it here in my hands and I've used it a little bit, I want to do a tabletop review of it and let you guys know what I think of the Oakley Kitchen Sink backpack. Okay, so right off the bat, the main thing that really jumped out at me about this bag that I liked was the multi-cam. This bag comes in different colors, I think 3 or 4 different colors, black, brown, I don't know, a couple different ones, but this multi-cam color, it was really sharp. That's what really stuck out, so honestly, that's why I bought it, was the cool factor. This thing just looks cool. It looks bad. It looks badass. Just, I mean, look at it. Come on. So I mean, with all the, all the clips and everything that's on it, so the cool factor, it's got the cool factor for me. So that's why I bought it. So got it to the house and opened it up, and I'm just going to start kind of at the top, and I'm going to work my way down of all the different things that is on this backpack, and things that I like about it, things that I don't like about it, and at the end I'll kind of give an overall how I feel about this bag. So on the bag you've got your grab handle here, and this grab handle is made out of aluminum, I believe, painted black, and it is, I mean, it's heavy duty. Like I said, it's made out of aluminum, so that thing it's not going to break, if it's plastic or even if it was just made out of a material, it'd be ripped or whatever. So it's got a good carry handle here, which I like on one hand. On the other hand, I think it adds unnecessary weight to the bag. I just don't think that, I mean, I can feel, I don't know how much it weighs, but I can just feel a little bit of weight there, and when you're backpacking, you kind of want to keep things light, and when you're putting excess unnecessary weight on a bag right out of the bat, you gotta start asking yourself some questions. This handle is held onto the bag with some webbing, and honestly I feel like that webbing is a little chintzy. I don't know, you got this heavy duty handle running down here to kind of some chintzy webbing. I just don't feel like those two pieces go together well. I don't like it, but it may kind of add to the cool factor because it is metal, but again, I'm not a fan of this handle really. But that's on top there. Flip it over, coming down the front, you got this kind of protruding pouch up here that's made out of a heavier duty material. I don't even know what you want to call this material, kind of a foam, and it's shaped, and it says that this pouch right here is for like headphones. Put your headphones in there. I tried to put my sunglasses in there, in my Oakley sunglasses case, the hard case, and it didn't fit in there super good. I mean, it did, but it was in there kind of tight, and I didn't really care for it, so that's obviously not what it's made for. I think it's just made for headphones. It's got a zipper to close it on the inside. It's got kind of a felt lining on the inside. It comes all the way down to this area, so whatever you can stuff in there has a little bit of protection. I kind of dig that. I do kind of like it, even though I was really hoping for my sunglass case to be more comfortable in there. It is what it is. I think you could find a good use for that. Maybe put your Oakleys in there in this soft case and it'd be okay. the zipper, this zipper is throughout this entire bag. It's got a kind of a metal wire loop with the Oakley insignia right here for a handle, and then your zipper. And I'm just gonna say right now, right off the bat, this zipper system that's throughout pretty much this whole bag, I'm not a fan of. I feel like, you know, Oakley is known for high quality, good products, and I just feel like this zipper system is really chintzy. I'm very concerned that it's not going to hold up with heavy long-term use. Stuff in this bag full of clothes and whatever, and really, you know, pressing on those zippers. I'm wondering if they're going to hold up. Time will tell, but as of right now, these zippers are a concern to me. Come on down here, and you've got your top flap, and that top flap is held on with these metal clasps, and again, they're made out of metal or aluminum, and they're pretty heavy duty. They're pretty hefty. Again, I feel like that's adding unnecessary weight to the bag, but from a cool factor, they look really cool. They are really neat. I've never seen one like this. If you grab right here, pull up, and that's how it comes off. Pull up on that. I've never seen a mechanism work like that. Typically, it's just a up and down vertical lever that you would pull down on to release this. So this definitely has a cool factor to it. But again, I just feel like it's a little unnecessary weight. And then the other thing that I've noticed that I don't like about it is you saw how when I took that off, you can just lift it with one hand and take it off. It's really difficult. You have to use two hands to put it back together. Not that that's a big deal. I feel like if it was the other style, that you could do it more one-handed. You could use your thumb to pull down on the lever and hook it with your finger. I just don't really care for this system right here. I just don't like it. So now, once you get these undone, now you've got your flap that you've got to flip over. And right away, I noticed something that I didn't like about that. Well, and also, you'll notice on this flap, it has, again, a metal cord that runs the full perimeter of this loop here. And what that does is it makes it kind of rigid. You can kind of see how rigid that is. Well, when you go to flip this up, you get it to about this point, and it doesn't want to come up anymore. You have to actually flip it over and like kind of bend everything a little bit to get it to come over and stay in place. I don't like that. It's not a big deal, but it concerns me because you've got this pouch up here that you may have your sunglasses in or something, and now you're bending the whole thing and crushing. Now you're crushing this. By doing that, I mean, I can see right now I'm crushing this pouch. Well, I don't like that. I think this whole design is just a poor design. I don't like it. I like the concept of it having a flap that comes over, but I just don't think it's necessary. Honestly, if you just look at the bag just like this right here would have been just fine without all this on it. It's just completely unnecessary. So then again, we've got our main compartment here. We've got our zipper system. It does have two zippers on it to go both directions. I like that. I really like having two zippers whenever, you know, to get into something. So I do like that. But again, as soon as I started opening this thing up, this zipper system only comes down not even halfway down, and it's very limiting. When you go to open this thing up, like, it's just so limiting on being able to get into the bag, you know, and see what you got inside. It's just, this zipper system needs to be coming more down the front. It could come down more down this way and come three quarters. That would have been ideal. Then you could have really opened this thing up and been able to get inside to whatever you got in there. The way it is now, it's just awkward. Opening this thing up, flipping this, bending it, a zipper that doesn't come open enough. I'm not a fan of this setup for the zipper on here. This is a 34-liter bag. It's called the Kitchen Sink. Honestly, I don't feel like 34 liters or the size of this bag is everything in the kitchen sink. Not that it's, I mean, it holds enough stuff, but I just feel like the name doesn't really suit how much it would hold. You know, this is maybe a 2-day pack, maybe. So when you get inside of it, which is very hard to see inside of it because you can't open it, there is a computer pouch to slide your computer in. 17-inch computer is what it says on there, so you can put your computer in the back here, and then on the inside it's just an open compartment. There's nothing else on the inside there to really note. So that's basically the main compartment of the bag. And then we work our way down the front more, and there's another flap right here, and that flap is held down by another zipper system. So you can open that up, and again, right off the bat, that zipper system does not go all the way up here. So when you open that up, you're only opening up, maybe you're only having access from here down to 3/4 of it. There's space up in here yet that you're not really having access to because the zipper doesn't come high enough. Again, I don't understand. I just don't understand the zipper system on this bag. It's just poorly designed, in my opinion. On the inside of this pouch, it does have some little pouches made out of neoprene, the formed little pouches with little Velcro straps to hold whatever you want in place. There's 2 of them here with the Velcro, and then over here there's 2 more skinnier long ones for, you know, pens, pencils, or I don't know, flashlights maybe, something of that nature. And then the rest of the way inside the bag here, it goes down to there. There's nothing else down there. So honestly, I honestly found this compartment weird. Not to say that I wouldn't use it. I just find it very, very weird, and I'm struggling to figure out how I'm going to use this compartment or what I'm going to use it for. So there's that. Then the other thing on this bag that just really jumps out when you're looking at it as a cool factor are these rings right here on the front. Again, I think these 3 rings are made out of probably aluminum. I assume. Might be plastic, might be hard plastic, I'm not sure. But again, I feel like I'm not even sure what I would do with that. Maybe hang a, you know, if I had a D-ring and I had you know, a drink or something attached to a D-ring, you know, you could hook a D-ring on here. I just don't know what you would use these for. And I've kind of researched a little bit, and I can't figure out a good reason for those to be on there. Honestly, what I would have liked to have seen right here is some MOLLE. If they would have put some military MOLLE webbing right here, I would have loved that. I could have utilized that in so many different ways. With this, I have no clue what I would do with that. So again, just another piece of this bag that I don't get it. Cool factor, absolutely. Looks cool. It's not super feasible in my mind. So then, come on down to the bottom of the bag. You got another zipper down here. This zipper does go the full perimeter of the bottom down here. Unzip that, reach up in here, and now this thing gets bigger, and I assume this is where they're calling it everything in the kitchen sink. Well, okay, fine, but I feel like this is kind of dumb. I had this thing packed full of clothes, and then I opened this up and I had them drop down, and again, it's just kind of awkward. I feel like I wouldn't want to be rolling around with it in this configuration just all the time. Maybe if I carried this bag somewhere and I gained something, or I gained clothes, you know, I don't know, took this backpack and I went shopping, you know, like, you know, in Hawaii, and you're going through all the different shops and you buy a bunch of crap and you have more, you know, and you want to add to it. But I just feel like it's awkward. I don't feel like that's something that I would hardly ever use. And with that, this pouch actually goes up inside the main compartment, which is kind of weird when you're putting stuff in the main compartment and you got this wadded up pouch in the bottom of it. It's just kind of weird. It just adds to the weirdness of this bag, in my opinion. So we'll flip it around. This backpack does come with a I think it's called a cummerbund, you know, that to put it around your waist and give you support. It slides right through here. There is Velcro on the inside to keep that cummerbund in place so it doesn't slide out. I'm not a big fan of those. Not that I do a lot of backpacking, but that's typically the first thing I do when I get a backpack is throw that thing under the bed and be done with it. But it does come with a bag, so that's nice if you have a lot of weight and you need that for extra support. It does come with that. I got nothing to say bad about that. Coming up the back of the bag here, it's got some padding, and this is kind of neoprene padding. I haven't used this like went on long backpacking trips or anything like that with a lot of weight to it, but I feel like with this it's kind of hard. It's kind of a formed foam, and with all this different structure to it, edges and ridges and everything, I'm very concerned that with a lot of weight on your back and going over a distance, you're going to start feeling these ridges, I think. I think this is not, especially this guy right here. This guy is going to be digging into your back, I think. I don't think you're going to like this over any amount of distance with any weight. So again, just another part of this bag that I don't understand, and I'm not a fan of it. The straps, they are good straps. They're secured well. It's got webbing on the inside of the shoulder strap. It's got webbing in here for, you know, ventilation. This is what it says on the website. So it'll breathe, you know, so you don't sweat or whatever, absorb the sweat, whatever. They seem heavy duty enough. They seem secured well to the bag up top. So I got no complaints there. There is, on both straps, there is another set of straps right here that you can cinch down. I do not understand what you would use these for at all. I don't think that you would. I mean, I guess if you cinch this thing up, I guess you could do that. Again, that would be so uncomfortable. I don't know why anybody would ever. I don't know why anybody would ever want to do that. I suppose you could hang something from it or attach something to it if you wanted. But again, I don't get it. I don't understand. Coming on down on the left strap here, there's a little pouch that is attached down here. It's made out of like a oh, I don't know what you want to call that. Just like a spongy material, but it's not big enough for a cell phone. I don't have any idea. I have no clue what you would put right here. Maybe there's something. Maybe there's something that big time backpackers do that goes right in there. I don't know. I looked on the Oakley website to try and get specific information about all the different parts and pieces of this bag, and from what I saw on the Oakley website, it just said, here's the kitchen sink backpack, 34 liter. It didn't really say much about any of the components on here to explain any of them. So again, there is a compartment here, a little pouch for something. It does have the chest. It does have the chest strap. You know, I do like that. I find myself, you know, when I have quite a bit of weight on my back, you know, I use that chest strap a lot. I really do appreciate that strap. So I think that's good. It is. It's got like kind of springy material to it. You have to excuse me, my terminology is not very good tonight, but you get the idea. So I don't know. Having that springy material there like that might be okay. I am a little concerned about the longevity of it. Just, you know, if you use that a lot, I could see that breaking and not being useful for very long, in my opinion. I feel like that strap should be a solid, you know, just like this side. This is solid over here. I feel like this should be the same. Again, maybe big time backpackers would disagree with me, which is fine. It's just my opinion, but I do appreciate having that strap there. So you come on down, like any other backpack, it's got your adjustment strap here. I utilize those adjustment straps on my backpacks a lot. You know, you get your backpack on, first thing I do is I reach down, I grab them, hike it up and pull them down so I get that thing, you know, high on my back. That's where I like to ride most of the time. It worked fine for that. And then, you know, when you're ready to take it off, reach back and grab the mechanism here, flip it up, and it, you know, pulls off real nice. That all worked well. I didn't have any problems with that. And then it comes down, the strap comes down and attaches to the bag. Seems like a pretty secure attachment point Don't have any problems with that. That seems legit. Everything seems fine. So now we'll come over here to the side. There is one of these pouches on both sides. They're identical. On the outside of the pouch, there are 3 straps. Again, I'm not really sure any good purpose for these 3 straps, because okay, I know a lot of bags have straps on the side like that you can compress and pull it together to make it smaller, but these wouldn't work that way even if you wanted to, because the Velcro on them isn't set up that way. If you tried to pull this down, there's nothing there to Velcro to, so that's not even an option. I suppose you could maybe, well, and honestly, there's nothing down here. Like if you wanted to put a drink bottle or something in here, there's nothing down here on the bottom to stop it from just sliding through. Again, just another thing, to me, I don't understand the purpose in these 3 straps. It's got your Velcro, it's got your zipper system here to open it. They actually did put the zipper system all the way around on this pouch, which is what they should have done throughout the whole bag. So they did a good job there on that. Inside the pouch, there's nothing inside there. It's just an open compartment, which is what I like. I don't need a bunch of unnecessary other pouches in here and other stuff. I just want an open pouch. The one critique that I will have on this is, like I said up here, I like to have 2 zippers to go in both directions. Even on a little pouch like this, I still want 2 zippers to go down both sides. This one isn't like that. To close it, your zipper now is always going to be down here at the bottom, and so to open it, you're always going to have to go like this. Well, I don't like that. I want to be able to open it. If I want to open it only halfway and reach in from the top, I want to be able to do it that way. But with only one zipper, can't. So I like the pouch. They did come up short as far as I'm concerned on not having 2 zippers there. Last thing about this bag is on this side right here, there's another zipper. You can open it. That opens up into your computer. If you have a laptop in here, you can get to that laptop from the side and get it in and out. Again, the zippers. There are so many zippers on this thing. I'm not a fan of a lot of zippers. If you can keep away from zippers, in my opinion, stay away from them. They just don't last. You stuff them full of clothes or whatever gear, and start putting pressure on those zippers, and within a couple years, those zippers, they don't hold up, they break, and now you just spent $200 on a bag with a broken zipper, and I don't like a lot of zippers. So yeah, that is pretty much my tabletop review of the Oakley Kitchen Sink backpack. Again, cool factor, absolutely. This thing looks badass. I think it's super cool looking. Love the multicam. The material, the multicam material that's used, I think that's a pretty solid material that they used. I don't think you'll have many problems, with that material ripping or snagging or having any problems with the material. So I think they did a good job on the material. Awesome on the multicam. Pretty much every other thing on this bag, I feel like is an epic fail. I hate it. I hate that I have to give Oakley a review like that because I love Oakley. I love Oakley sunglasses, and I love their products. But this bag, in my opinion, they came up so short on. I feel like they were more worried about the cool factor than actually being functional. And if somebody out there thinks that I'm completely full of crap and I don't know what I'm talking about, and they can come back and they can explain all these things, please do. Please prove me wrong, because I love Oakley, right? So if I'm wrong, prove me wrong. Otherwise, if you're into the cool factor, buy this bag. 100% buy this bag for the cool factor. If you are wanting to buy a backpack for the being functional and usable, stay away from the Oakley Kitchen Sink backpack if that's what you're looking for. So anyhow, everybody, I appreciate you watching this review, and I'll probably come back with some more reviews and probably a whole bunch more videos here in the next month or two. Thanks, guys.